Hello, and welcome to the Mrs. Diamond's channel. I am your lovely host, Mrs. Diamond. Good afternoon, sunshine. I hope you have had a wonderful day. I've had a great day. I have another client, so that makes me have two. I was off Tuesdays and Thursdays, but now I have another client that I have to work Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then with my other client, I go to tomorrow. And then I go back to my other client on Thursday. And then I go back to my other client on Friday. Then this Saturday I have to work, but next Saturday I don't have to work. So today, what I want to talk about today, I want to talk a little bit about relationships. Yes, relationships. It's just, being in a relationship is great. Don't get me wrong. Being in a relationship is wonderful. To have somebody to love you, care about you, y'all wanting to build things, instead of playing games, telling lies, pretending this and pretending that. You don't have to do that if you love that person. If you truly love that person, you don't have to do all that. Just come to them and tell them the truth. And let them judge for themselves if they want to deal with you. Do not be out there, living another life and then you not telling what's going on. Because what's done in the dark always comes to the light. My mom always told me that. Whatever's done will come to light. If somebody is lying to you, if somebody's trying to deceive you, take your kindness for weakness, they're gonna get their payback. They're gonna get their payback. So why do that when you can just be honest and tell the truth and to begin with? Why tell a lie? Because once you tell one lie, you gotta cover another lie. Then you don't know what lie that you already done told to cover up. And then sometimes you get caught up in your mess. See what I'm saying? You get caught up in your mess. So who wants to be in a relationship like that somebody's constantly lying to your face, and you know they're lying to you. You know they're lying to you. So why lie, period? Why lie anyway? Why lie? Why lie about it? I don't understand that. What is so hard about telling the truth? If you did something, you did something. I don't understand why does it have to be like that? Why do people have to play games? Excuse me. I just don't understand. Maybe I'm the one that's crazy or whatever, and because I don't believe in playing games or whatever. You can't talk to me and you can't tell me what's going on with you. Well, then guess what? You don't need to be talking to me. You don't need to be having no connections with me or whatever, because I can't stand a fucking liar. I cannot. I cannot. Especially when I know the truth for myself. Especially when I know the truth myself. I don't understand. I really don't understand. And maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the crazy one or whatever. I guess that's what people are supposed to be doing, because, the new normal is everything is ass backwards is the right thing, and the right thing is the wrong thing. And it's actually like that. People don't believe that shit, but it's really like that. It's really like that. And I just been like, caught between a rock and a hard place, or space, or whatever, however in the hell you say it. And see, I'm getting older. I'm not getting younger. I want somebody that we can go do things together. We can go to the movies. We can go to the beach. We can go to the mountains. We can go out to eat, or we can stay at home and we can kick it, watch TV, or cook, or whatever, or order something in. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want to get up and go to church. Whatever little bit of the rest of the days that God is giving me, I want to be happy and live them like I want to live them. You know, I'm tired of the games being played. I'm tired of all that. I'm tired of all that. Yeah, you can push a person away doing stuff like that to them. You can push him. You can really push him out the door. Yeah, food for thought. For real. So yesterday I promised y'all that I was gonna come back on and I was gonna read some of my books. Relationships are like broken clocks. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that now. Because I think y'all will really, really like it. I think you really, really will. Let me get my glasses on. Come on now. Trying to find it on my I'm trying to find it, y'all. So just give me a minute. Bear with me. So how's everybody's day been going so far? Have you been have you been doing well, or have you been outside, and what have you been doing today? Inquiring minds want to know. Mainly I want to know. Mainly I want to know. But come on. Come on, where are you at? Where are you? God, this not making no sense. I'm trying to pull it up. Oh. I know what I can do. Okay. All right. So I'm getting ready to pull it up. Now I'm trying to get it to do right, and you know, sometimes. Okay, here we have it. I thought I could, oh, it's loading. That's what it's doing, it's loading. But we shall have us a story time today, and we shall have that. I don't want to do none of that. Okay, here it is. Relationships are like clocks. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's such a blur. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's such a blur. And it's by Diamond, which is me. Okay, I'm gonna turn it this way so I can do it better. Have you ever been in love with someone and you couldn't see straight? And then you couldn't see yourself without this person. And he seemed to be everything you ever wanted, and indeed in a man, what you needed in a man. But he seemed just a little too good to be true. Well, in this book, these women go through all kinds of trials and tribulations. I'm hoping that this book will help out other women that think they are all alone or feel alone and have no one to talk to. And they will read my book about these women and what they have gone through and how God has brought them out of their ordeal. Okay. Gonna start off with, in this story, Melinda will be taking you on a journey of all the different relationships and how God brought her through them all. Because some were good and some of them were not that good. She had been raped, beat, cheated on, and she learns that relationships are like broken clocks. One is broken, know how many pieces you buy. Some of them can not be fixed. You have to know which ones are not working on, and the ones that you can work on. Okay, here we go. I don't know why my strap keeps showing. Here we go. Buckle up. Melinda was 16 years old when she lost her virginity and fell madly in love with a handsome soldier named George. And he just adored, and soon the young soldier fell madly in love with Melinda. But he never knew that Melinda was younger than he was. Him and Melinda spent a lot of time together and being intimate. And it was Melinda and George against the world. They would sat on the phone and talk for hours and hours until they both fell asleep with the phones in their hands. Melinda had a best friend, and her name was Carmen. Melinda would tell her friend Carmen everything and vice versa, and she would do the same. Those two were together all the time, and Melinda, I'm getting ahead of myself. Everything. Melinda soon told her best friend Carmen about her and tall, dark, and handsome soldier. She also told her best friend Carmen that her and George had sexual relations, and Carmen just smiled and giggled, and she replied. Then she asked Melinda, "How was it? Did it hurt?" Oh, Melinda asked, "Did it hurt?" And I'm getting lost. Okay. And then she asked Melinda, "How was it and did it hurt?" Like everyone at school was saying. "Oh no, oh no, oh no," she replied. George was very, very gentle with me and with a big smile on her face and stars in her eyes. Carmen was very, very happy for her friend, Melinda, and that she had become a woman like she was. And Carmen ended up telling her friend, Melinda, that she had sexual relations with her boyfriend, Dexter. As well as the two best friends laughed, and they laughed. "Well said, Melinda. We have eventually let our mothers know that we are dating, and we are still having to ask their permission to date George and Dexter." Carmen replied, I don't know if that's going to work or not, because we have two strict mothers and they might not let us see them anymore. But what the hell, we can give it a try. So Melinda and Carmen told their boyfriends to come over so they could ask their mothers. Their mothers, and the two young men were very, very honored to finally meet their two girlfriends' mothers. Their mothers met the two young men, and Melinda and Carmen were so excited that their mothers just loved their boyfriends, and the mothers agreed to let the young teenage girls date the two young men, even though they were older than their two young daughters. The two young daughters, the two young men gave the mothers that they would take good care of their daughters and would not let no one hurt them. The two young girls' mothers shook the young men's hands and replied, "We are going to hold you to your words that both of you are not going to let nothing or no one hurt our daughters, Melinda and Carmen. Dexter also and George all went to the motel and got 2 rooms so they could have some alone time. After Melinda and George finished having sex, Melinda finally dropped the bomb on George that she was not 18, but in fact she was 16. At first, George was scared that Melinda was going to get him in trouble because he was 20 years old and he was a sergeant in the United States Army and was going to get him in trouble. Was going to get him in trouble. He was in the United States Army, and her mom didn't know how old he was. Melinda told George that she would never get him in any trouble because she loved George too much to hurt him. And she would never ever tell her mother about it either. She knew that her mother wouldn't let her see George ever again. As you see, that's the book that I have worked on and that I sit in. And that's one that's going to get published, but you have to wait until it gets finished and get online where you can order it. And I will tell you where you can go order it at, because this book has got some good, interesting stuff in it. It's like sort of a short story, but I packed a lot of stuff in it in that short period of time. And I'm going to do another book, like I said, Breaking the Chain, and I'll let y'all know when I'm getting ready to start that and when I'm finished with it and when I send it out to my publisher. And so I'm so excited and ecstatic about it. I'm going to write a children's book, and I've got to set up and get me some book signings set up somewhere so I can start having book signings and all that. And I got to get me a literary agent. So if anybody out there knows a literary agent, tell them that Miss Diamond is looking for a literary agent to represent her. So, and get her book signings and get her, set up with book signings and stuff. So that being said, that's why I wrote that book, because relationships are like broken clocks. Some of them that cannot be fixed. Some don't want to be fixed. Some people just want to hurt people and walk out their lives and act like that it's supposed to be okay that they hurt this person. But don't you know you're going to get your karma back? Don't you know you're going to get it back 10 times worse? Don't you know that? You can't just hurt a person and think you're going to get away with, and you just going to go live la vida loca, la viva loca. And you think everything's going to be okay and everything's going to be all right. No, everything is not going to be all right. Everything is not going to be all right. So you have to know what you're doing when you treat somebody wrong. You have to know what you're doing. And that's on the real. And I'm so serious about that. Because when you hurt someone, you're going to get it back. And you best believe that you're going to get it back. You're going to get it back. You might not get it back tomorrow or the next day or the next day after that. But guess what? You're going to get it. You are going to get your pay. And that's serious. You're going to get your pay for what you do to people. You're going to get your pay. Being in a relationship, cheating, sleeping with other women, or vice versa, the women sleeping with other men and all that. Yeah, and it's craziness, it's madness. It's sheer pure madness. And it is, it's madness. It's madness for real. When people can just be honest about how they feel or what they feel, or if they feel like it's not going to work, or they feel like, just tell that person. Tell that person. Tell them you don't want nothing serious. Tell them all you want to do is fuck them or whatever you want to do with them and go on about your business or whatever. Just tell them the damn truth so, you know, they won't be standing there in the blind and looking stupid or dumb or whatever. Let the person know, shit, the shit's crazy. Let the shit be known. I mean, because if you don't, karma gonna come back on you. Karma is a bitch. And she is. And she will come with vengeance. She will come back with vengeance. And I'm trying to tell you from experience. People have done me wrong and they've got their pay. Trust you me, they have. This coffee is so good. But like I said, you gotta love one another and treat each other with respect. And you have to communicate, because if you don't, the relationship is not gonna work. It's doomed from the start. Communication is everything in a relationship. You have to communicate. If something goes wrong, y'all get into a heated argument, you know, and you need time to cool off. One person go there and one person go there. Go have a walk. Get on there, play your game. Go in there and meditate. You know. Or do something that you like to do. Or get you a hobby. That way you won't be at each other's throats all the time. Plan an outing together. Plan on doing something together. How are you going to be in a relationship if you don't do none of those things? You can't. You can't. So I just wanted to get up here for a minute. I didn't want to keep you long today because I have to get up early in the morning and or go to work. And I'm real blessed, and I thank God that I have, you know, 2 clients now, and I thank God that I do have a job with some income coming in. You know, I'm really blessed with that. I really am. And I just thank God for everything that He has done and is doing for me. Yeah, I might cuss, but I love God with all my heart. And I do repent for the stuff that I do, that I know is wrong that I do. I do that. And I do ask God to keep His hands on me and my children and, you know, everyone that's connected to me. You know, and even you, Sunshines. I even pray for you too. And I thank you for tuning in. And the ones that peep in and peep out, please subscribe and like to my channel. Pretty beautiful. Pretty please. What's your hometown? I'm just playing around with y'all. But anyway, yeah. But really, I'm on the real for saying please subscribe to my channel. Please do that. And until the next time, this has been Mrs. Diamond. And I thank you for tuning in. Tell somebody that you love them today and love one another. And the key is communication.